Hello, and good time zone. And what is up, gamers? Hi, everyone. Welcome to this extremely silly, stupid stream. I hope you're having beautiful days. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Turnip. Welcome. Hope you are good. Hope you're having a good Monday. Lovely to see you. Hello, welcome. Hello, many distractions. Welcome on in as well. Having a little lurky lurk. And Samuel, thank you so much for the lurk as well. I hope your lurks are lovely. Dan says, OMG, it's Sammy F. Kelsch. There's a whole load of asterisks after the F, and if I look really closely, I think I can guess based on the number of them that the word that Dan was trying to spell is festive. And you're right, I am a very festive Kelsch today. How did you know? Well, come in. Hello. Right, let me just get my studio light on so you'll be able to see what we're working on today. Today we are doing some real stupid stuff. I'm doing some little sketchies of some little scamps out of Icelandic folklore for funsies. The Yule Lads. We did a few of these on a previous stream, and I just wanted to continue on with this because I thought it would be fun and seasonally appropriate. So let me just get the art camera up and running real quick. Make sure that lighting is set okay. And oh wait, what's this? What's going on? What's hello? Well, I see that the camera is broken again. Ooh, that's my fault, I suppose. Why, you see, I am a silly trickster of the solstice wintertime Christmas Yule Lad situation, too. Ooh, I've made all kinds of mischief today, including making our streamer wake up a few hours too late to make cookie dough and bake all of the cookies before stream started, so now they have to do it tonight. I'm such a silly little I'm not doing the voice all stream. Anyways, I decided to take a few minutes yesterday and take this piece of artwork that I made and just make it into a seasonally appropriate little sort of solstice winter spirit creature who is my PNG tuber for today. Anyways, hello. What a wonderful PNG tuber to fight the Elgato logo. Oh gosh, I think Sammy's broken, says Dan. Why does your stream censor festive, says Dan? I don't get it. I don't know. Anyways. Well, that's an auspicious start to the stream, innit? It was working before we began. So let me just do a quick little task management here, for crying out loud. Why? Why is it like this? I don't know. But apparently it is. Elg. Here we go. And camera. Get it to show an landscape, not portrait, please. There we go. Okay, it's visible again. You should be able to see the camera and the PNG tuber. Hi. Anyways, so hello, it's me. I am not doing the little weird winter forest spirit voice all stream because I'll die. I thought I'd just attempt a somewhat more seasonally appropriate PNG tuber. I could have just slapped a Santa hat on me and called it a day, and I think that would have been a really cute, fun choice. But no, I had to be extra about it. Why didn't I just put a Santa hat on my PNG tuber? That would have been so super cute. Oh, I should have done that. That would have been fun. Anyways, never mind. I have antlers and I live in the forest. And I don't know, I come out in winter to break your Elgato. Anyways, so these are for anyone who's not familiar with Icelandic Christmas folklore, and I expect quite a few people are not. There are 13 little guys who are the children of this spirit named I think Grilla, but I am probably grossly mispronouncing that because my Icelandic is mostly limited to like words for food, most notably skia, because it's delicious. But yeah, the Yule Lads, they show up on sort of the successive like 13 days leading up to Mary Elgato Nemesis says so many distractions. Yes, absolutely. that I like. But yes, the Yule Lads. There's 13 of them, and they show up on the days leading up to Christmas, and they all have their own sort of special weird deal, which is, I think, quite fun. So we have this guy likes to sniff doorways, in search of, I guess, deliciousness. I can give you their proper names if I can find all of them. Um, this this is the sheepcoat clod, and he has stiff peg legs, and he likes to harass your sheep. That's his deal. He just likes to bother sheep. On the 12th of December, your sheep may be troubled by this guy turning up and being just a jerk to them. So that's fun. Or in Icelandic, I'm so sorry, I am trying really hard. Stekkjastar, or the sheep coat clod. This one is, God, what's his name? Okay, yes, the doorway sniffers Gauta Tefur, or the doorway sniffer. He has a big nose, and he will sniff at your doorway searching for the delicious deep fried bread, which is a popular winter treat. And this guy, I love this guy is so great. I just, all of their, okay, so this is the Gully Gawk, aka Giljagar, or Gully Gawk, who will hide in gullies near the farm and wait for the opportune moment to sneak out and steal milk from your cowshed. So he's got his little bucket, and he's just patiently waiting for you to go take a bathroom break or something, and then he's gonna just run in there, which I think is so fun. So what I thought of doing is to just like roll for what number we do, what like numbered day of little guy we sketch next. I will sketch all of them because they're all perfect, and I want to do all of them, but oh, okay, so I just rolled a 9, and the 9th one is the sausage swiper. The 9th one is the sausage swiper. I've been very excited for the sausage swiper. Are you kidding me? That's so stinking weird and cool and cute and very, very mean because he's stealing your food, but you know what? I dig it. Anyways, how is everyone doing? How is your days going? How are you doing? How's everything? I've had a day of mostly making cookie dough. I haven't actually had a chance to bake my cookies because I did not have enough time. One of the doughs needed to rest in the fridge. The other one is resting on the counter. But it's fine because there's nothing in it that would need to like be refrigerated before it's baked, so it's fine. Anyways. Also, my cough is still going. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Dan says, Iceland is great at Christmas. We used to get free yummy desserts when my sister worked there. Oh. I mean, I love that for you. Is it Iceland that one year did, had like, got really good reviews for their mince pies, but oh,
Twitch
hello.
user Sammy Kelsch.
Never mind, it's a raid. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, goodness gracious me. Heck. Hello. How are y'all doing? And welcome in, Jam. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? How was everything? What'd you get up to today? It's lovely to see you. And hello to Kirsty and Sarah and Adam. Welcome in. Kismet, welcome in. Jam, welcome in. Hello, friends. Hello. Let me get a shout out for Jam in the chat. If you are not familiar with the lovely James B. Perry, you should go correct this. Go give him a follow right now. Jam is great. Jam does lovely, lovely artwork. Jam does cool games that I would pale in comparison at being able to do, and I'm very impressed by, and makes games as well, which is super awesome and amazing. And once again, just am in awe of the coolness of Jam. Anyways, hello. I had a great stream playing Content Warning with Kirsty and Sarah. Hell yeah. I popped in for like a wee moment, but I had to lurk because I was baking cookie dough. Oh, and I've got a terrible cough. I do apologize for my cough, everybody. But I'm very glad that y'all had a lovely, lovely time. It is lovely to see you also. And to anyone who's new here, welcome on in. And of course, to anyone who's been here before, also welcome on in. But to anyone who's new here, hi, I'm Twitch user Sammy Kells, I'm a variety streamer. I'm not normally a spirit of the winter solstice or something, but I felt like having antlers and looking a little bit wintry today. But I am I'm a variety streamer. I do cozy art streams on Mondays and Thursdays. I do cozy game streams on Fridays, and every once in a while on a Sunday, albeit rarely. We are looking at some Icelandic folklore today. So I have elected to draw the Yule Lads in Christmas folklore in Iceland. There are these 13 sort of mischievous little buddies who arrive on the 13 days leading up to Christmas. And so far we've drawn the doorway sniffer, the sheep who sniffs at doorways to see whether or not you're making deep fried bread. We've got the sheepcoat clod who just harasses your sheep and is generally quite annoying to them, and the gully gawk who hides in gullies near farms waiting to steal milk from the cowsheds. So yeah, they're little so-and-sos basically. And the next one we're drawing is the sausage swiper, which I'm very looking forward to. Anywho, winter, says Jam. Oh yeah, I had the heating on in the house earlier, and then I had to have the oven on because I was planning to bake and then ran out of time. So it's really warm in here actually, and also I've got a hot tea on one side of me, and then I've got a different kind of hot tea on the other side of me. I've overcompensated, and I'm kind of sweaty, to be perfectly honest. Anywho, I hope y'all are well. I hope all your Mondays are going well. How is everyone doing? It's lovely to see y'all. They in Iceland have some good stuff, says Sarah. You know, I've heard good things about their mince pies in previous years. I haven't had them, I don't think, but I hear they're pretty good. They also have mischievous little little dudes who do mischief around Christmas time, which is also fun. Anyways, I'm pretty sure their mother has like a giant demonic cat as well, which is great. Anywho, that's what I'm up to today. Yeah. I feel like I should probably let you know that my artwork occasionally looks slightly better than this. Not to blow my own trumpet, but here's a somewhat more representative artwork of what my art looks like when it's like done and stuff, just in case you're curious. If I can get it to load. I can't get it to load, but now it's not. Oh, it's not working. Oh, I clicked on the thing and it did. There we go. Here's some magpies I did a little while ago. That I quite enjoyed doing because I love painting birds. Birds are lovely to paint, and I have a good time painting the birds. If you are new to our Raider Jam, he does artworks and stuff as well. Oh my god, look at this absolute buddy. This is I still haven't seen Transformers 1, so I don't know the lore behind this guy, but damn, they look cool. This is so pretty. This is so pretty, and I love, like, the lighting, especially. Oh, it's so good. It's so luminous. Hell yeah. Anyways, yeah, if you're not familiar with Jam and his work, it's heckin' awesome. It's a good movie. Oh, I'm so looking forward to getting to see it at some point. Very much I am. It does look like a really good time. Let me get another shout out for you in the chat, Jam. It seems like it would be something that I would get a kick out of. Honestly, I'm terrible at watching any movies, by which I mean remembering to watch movies. I'm so not good at it anymore. I wish I was better at it, because there's so many things I want to see, like this one, and I just don't. But I will at some point because I hear it's really, really good. And an endorsement from Jam is usually a pretty good thing because I reckon he's got pretty good taste. And you should go give him a follow. Anyways. Dan says hot tea to the left of me, another type of hot tea to the right, and here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Indeed, indeed. Here I am stuck in the middle with 13 little lads. Anyways, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. This is pumpkin spice matcha still, because I think we're technically out of pumpkin spice season, but it just tastes like spices. It just tastes like cinnamon and nutmeg and stuff. And is that not Christmassy? I don't know. Yesterday I bought these eggnog custard tarts, and I was really excited to try these eggnog custard tarts, and to be honest, they just tasted exactly like normal custard tarts, but there was like a whisper of brandy in them. Which, I don't know, they were like fine, but I wasn't blown away. I feel like weirdly like North America does eggnog better than here. Okay, I'm gonna read out the, oh, Jam says, thanks for sharing more. Of course, Jam. Of course, I love getting to share, and I love getting to see the lovely things that you do as well, and I love showing them to other people because I think that they're very good, and you should be very proud, because you've got skills, my dude. You've got skills, and they're beautiful. Okay, one more sip, and then sausage swiper time. All right, sausage swiper. Hit him. The 9th one is Björgnakrekir, or sausage swiper. I'm so sorry, my Icelandic is trash. I am trying. Or sausage swiper. He would hide in the rafters and snatch sausages that were being smoked. Oh man, you know, that is the one food that I miss from when I ate like meat foods, because I don't eat meat foods, but my grandfather smoked sausages on their property, and they were amazing. Anyways, Jam is doing a lurk. Gotta drop into a lurk. Of course, my friend, go do all of your post-stream self-care shenanigans and all that jazz and whatever you've got to get up to today. Thank you again so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Jam says, I hope you have a wonderful time with the Yule Lads. Thank you. And thank you again. Anyways. So yeah, sausage swipage. Alright. I've got to decide how I want to depict the sausage swiper. It's so funny. I feel like for this one I want there to be a situation like when you see those sausages that are like curing or being smoked or whatever, and they're on like a continuous like line of sausage links. It's like a chain of sausages. I want to incorporate that into sausage swiper piece. So here's how I think I'm gonna do it. Is I'm just gonna have a little guy just kind of walking along here. So let's give him a little, he's got a little nose just up like that. And he's got his little eyes. Doof. And his stupid little face. Actually, you know what? I want to give this guy a beard, because none of these guys have beards yet, and I feel like some of these guys definitely should have beards. So I'm going to give Sausage Swiper a beard. Here we go. Okay. Then he's got his little pointy hat on. Like so. Oh my goodness, he looks so stupid. Oh my goodness, he looks so stupid. Okay, no, I'm gonna fix this because he looks too stupid. He looks too stupid, and I think we can do a little bit better. These are very hasty sketches, and they're very tiny, but nonetheless, I still want to make them look good and cute, you know? Sausage Swiper deserves no less. There we go, okay. This funky little Yule Lad ear. Anyways, has anyone else been doing any baking? Because that's kind of the other thing that I've been doing all day, has been baking. And it's been, it's been alright. It's been not gotten as much done, as I would like. Which I feel like is pretty normal. For me, anyways. Okay. I just wanted to be holding a whole bunch of sausages, like, in his arms here. Why am I so bad at drawing sausage shapes? Oh, who knows. Anyways, he's holding a bunch of sausages in his arms as he walks along. Like so. And just gonna give him little, like, boots or something. And he's probably wearing some kind of cozy little jumper. But most importantly, the sausages are just kind of trailing behind him. Like so, and he's just wandering off with them like a little scamp, like a little so-and-so. Is this the worst thing I've ever drawn? No, but it's not great, but whatever. Here's the thing. This is the last stream before the holidays. I've been super busy. I'm, like, crazy tired. And I really wanted to do something, like, amazing for my last art stream of the year, but my god, I'm so tired. And the only artwork that I have, like, properly sketched out at the moment is something that is a surprise for some people who have access to the internet, and I don't want them to see it before it's done. And there is a there's a teeny tiny chance that they might see this live stream. I don't know that they wouldn't lurk. So, I can't do it. Which is a little frustrating, but never mind. But yeah, anyways. It would be fit. Your sausage swiper was the worst. I'm sorry. That is just. Thank you for the pun. I appreciate it. But this is our little sausage swiper. I'm just gonna give him a little smile because he's happy about the fact that he's stolen a whole load of sausages. And we are going to roll for our next. We're gonna close the advert that popped up, and then we've got number 2. Have we done day number 2 yet? Number 2 was the Gullygawk. We've done that guy. That's this guy. So number 3. Ha! Okay, number 3 is just named Stubby. Today's is Stubby, which I feel like could be, he is abnormally short. I mean, that's just me so far. He steals pans to eat the crust left on them. Well, I mean, if he puts them back when he's done, then that saves us having to pre-soak before we wash them, I guess. But also, oh, okay, Stubby. So our next lad is Stubby. Which seems like it ought to be a fun time. Anyways. In case anyone's curious, I'm doing two kinds of biscuit today. I've got icebox cookies. They're just generically called icebox cookies, which I guess could apply to any cookies that you like, where you have to rest the dough in the fridge technically, because that's the icebox. But these icebox cookies, which are just generically referred to as icebox cookies for some reason, it's like a vanilla cookie dough that is then studded with glacé cherries. And then you roll it into like a cylinder, you cut slices of it, and then you bake, which is delightful. It was my grandma's favorite cookie. She never baked them. She always got them from like the supermarket bakery. But they were her favorite. And so I have taught myself to make them, and I make them every year because they're a very nostalgic taste for me because they remind me of my grandma. And I think that's really nice. They're also, as far as like Cookies for sharing with family, they're pretty universal crowd pleasers because there isn't really anything to dislike about them. Because they're just, you know, buttery and sweet and vanilla-y and have a bit of glacé cherry in them. What's not to love? But annoyingly, the only glacé cherries that you can get in this country, I think I've talked about this before, are like the natural colored glacé cherries that just look like cherry color, as opposed to the like fluorescent red and green ones you can get back in Canada that probably contain loads of E numbers that are incredibly unhealthy for you and are illegal in this country. But you know, still, I don't know. I feel like we can do better. Surely. Anyways. When will the government? No, I'm kidding. So they're not quite as, like, festive and fun looking as the ones back home. I did contemplate, like, doing something else to make them look a little bit more colorful, but, things like adding, like, if I could add, like, hundreds and thousands around the outside, you know, or, like, sanding sugar or something. But all of these things add texture that aren't part of the original recipe, and I want to stick to the spirit of the original recipe, because that's what makes me think of my grandma, and I'm a very nostalgic person in many ways. Yeah, hey Briefcase, how's it going? It's lovely to see you, and welcome on in. Hello. Good tea. Okay, so I have to draw Stubby. Which I mean, the thing, okay, I should have read ahead, because this guy is abnormally short, and I've drawn all of these little guys as short. So how short does this little guy have to be even shorter than them? I think maybe, okay, what if I draw, like, I'm gonna draw, like, a pot or a pan of some kind, so that we can really get a feel for how much smaller Stubby is in relation to it, I think. So I'm just going to draw, like, here's a nice sort of, imagine that this is like a Le Creuset style sort of enamelware pot, you know. There we go. It's got its little handles on either side. Okay. So far, so good. We have a crude but semi-effective drawing of an enamel pot. So I think because Stubby is so tiny, I think I'm gonna have to have Stubby, like, maybe if I kind of just erase this side such that Stubby is actually kind of trying to, like, climb into it, basically, like he's that short. I feel like that might work. So, okay. So I'm gonna draw a little. He's got a very stubby little nose because he is stubby. But actually, I'm gonna give this guy a beard too. Because who says a little short guy can't have a beard, right? And he is just trying his absolute darndest to make his little way on in to this potto. He's like hanging on for dear life. Here's his little feet. No. He's trying to, like, here he's like, it's just a, you know what, he's just a little scramble boy, I think. He's just an absolute little scramble boy here trying to get inside this potto. There we go. He's good. I'm gonna put him in little, like, dungarees, because I think that'd be cute.
Attention.
Twitch user Sammy Kelch.
Sammy Ann!
Shoppers.
Hi! Thank you so much for the raid. We were just drawing Stubby. I'll explain in a minute. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, Sammy Ann. How are you doing? It is wonderful to see you. Welcome on in. I am a spirit of winter today, as you can see. It's lovely to see you. Welcome. Let me get a shout out for Sammy Ann in the chat. Y'all, if you're not familiar with Sammy Ann, who is just raided, I highly encourage you to familiarize yourself, because Sammy Ann does some of the loveliest most just adorably whimsical artworks you ever did see, and is just a lovely, lovely person as well, and a very good friend of the channel. So welcome in, Sammy Ann, and welcome in, Raiders. For anyone who's just come in on the raid, hello. My name's Twitch user Sammy Kelch. I'm a variety streamer. I do art streams on Mondays and Thursdays. Do Get Cozy game streams on Fridays. We're currently attempting to speedrun Hollow Knight, and it's going as bad as you might expect. But today... Today I'm sketching the Yule Lads, who are the 13 little mischievous guys who come to the homes of Icelandic people in the 13 days leading up to Christmas. So we are right smack at the end of that. And I thought it would be fun to draw them and just do a little silly folklore for today. Because I wanted to do something festive and I wanted to do something fun. So that's what we're doing. Anyways, how was your stream? What'd you get up to today? It's so good to see you and welcome on in. For anyone who's not familiar with my artwork, let me show you something that's actually done. Because I feel like something that's actually done. No. Because I feel like Twitch, don't you do that, please. So sorry, everyone. Opened the wrong window there. Let me try that again. Let me find you an artwork that's actually done that you can look at what I painted. Here's the seasonally appropriate artwork. It's a bone wizard. Yeah, this is a piece I did back in October of just a bone wizard making some potions in a big old cauldron. And yeah, anyways, I'm a traditional artist and I do mostly wet media like watercolors and ink. And today I'm just sketching some silly little dudes, and I'm hoping at the very least that we can finish drawing them, if not painting them. We'll see. Anyways, we painted the Christmas tree dragon, says Sammy, and oh my goodness. As always, if there is anything you would like to share, feel free to pay me an art tax. But of course, no pressure. But we would love to see it if you would like to share, but only if. Anyways, but thank you again for the raid. I do appreciate it. And let me get another shout out for Sammy in the chat as well, because I can. There we go. Anyways, Sledge, my darling, my dearest darling, my sunshine, my love, my moderator / spouse. Is that any way to say hello to the chat? Sledge has said, and I quote, "Hello, y'all poopy buttheads." Excuse you? This is a community of beautiful people whose heads are made of normal head things, like human flesh and hair, presumably. That is very Yule Lad of you. Oh, yes, of course, he's just getting into the Yule Lad spirit. Never mind, he's just being a mischievous little so-and-so, and you know what, I respect that. Maybe we are poopy buttheads, says Briefcase. And you know what, if you are, that's so valid, and I wholeheartedly support you. I'm stuck at work, I feel the requirement to be nice, says Sledge. Personally, I like to be nice because being mean makes me feel sad, but maybe that's just me. Anyways, I too am at work today, so I appreciate that sentiment, says Sammy, and oh my goodness. Well, big hearts to everyone who's working right now. Much love, and I hope that your working ends soon. I'm gonna be working all night tonight because I haven't finished baking my biscuits. But that's okay. It's the joyous work where I get to dollop jam on top of cookies. So I have zero complaints about that. Working is arting, so I'm far less upset. I mean, also fair. That is good work. That is nice work to have. Most definitely. I mean, I'm working technically. So, yeah. Mood. Anyways. Dan says, hooray, finally someone sees the real me. I didn't realize this was going to be such a moving moment for us. My goodness. And art tax paid, says Sammy Ann. Oh, heck yeah. Alright, let's go take a little look-see. Let me grasp a link. She has given us a link. Here's the Xmas tree friend. Hell yeah. Okay. Anyways, in the meantime. In the meantime. How's everyone doing? What's everybody up to? That's probably a stupid question because, like, a lot of people have holidays and stuff right now. But nonetheless, what are y'all up to this week? I hope you are, whatever you're doing or whether or not you're celebrating anything, I hope that you have a good week lined up ahead. Programming note, I suppose I should say, this is the only stream that I'm doing this week, and it might be the last stream of the year, depending on our plans next week, because I'm going to be doing some family stuff for a few days, and taking a little time out to to be with my family-in-law. So I hope that's okay, but I'm very grateful to everyone who has chosen to spend time with me today. And I can't... Hello?
Oh hell yeah, Sami and Art just subscribed.
Sledge, my dearest darling, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sammy Ann. Thank you, thank you. I very much appreciate that. That's really, really sweet. Also, hey Lugia, welcome in. It is lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. From one worker to another, says Sledge. That's incredibly sweet. Thank you so much. Sledge says, I'm not sure why I'm working, as the total number of people in this building is me plus the reception staff and no one else. That's, honestly, it's real stupid that you have to be there, and it makes me grumpy, because clearly there's no need. You should just close your office. But thank you so much for gifting that sub. That's really sweet. Sammy Ann, enjoy your emotes and stuff. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And on that note, friends. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful friend. This is the Christmas tree dragon. I love this. They're so elegant. Oh my goodness, with their little gifties and their little fairy lights and the wreaths and the way that their, like, scales are, like, you know, sort of coniferous, I think is the word I seek. Oh, just all of the details in this are so cool, and they're so cute, and I love this idea so much, and it's been executed so beautifully. This is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. I love it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sledge says, I'm going full casual tomorrow. Sammy Ann says, well, Sammy, we know where you'd prefer Sledge was. I would like him to be at home hanging out with me, because I don't know, maybe that's selfish of me, but I'm nice to hang out with, and I like hanging out with him. Anyways, full casual equal to pink mankini. I mean, that might be a quick way to get you forcibly removed from your office. But you might be a bit cold. You might get cold, sunshine. Please take care of yourself. Oh my goodness gracious. Normally for me, casual at work is like, I'm choosing to wear a t-shirt. But hey, who am I to dictate what's comfortable to others? So, you know what? You do you, sweetheart. It's all good. Anyways, so this is Stubby. Stubby's whole deal is that he is, unusually short. So, I decided to make him so small that he could legit just fit inside this, this cooking pot. And I feel like, I don't know if that's in keeping with the spirit of the folklore, but I don't know. I feel like it, you know what, he's making it work for him, and I love that. Did I introduce this to the folks who just came in on the raid? These are the Yule Lads. They are the 13 sons of the folkloric, creature Grilla, and they show up in Iceland on the 13 days leading up to Christmas. And Stubby so far is my favorite. Sammy Ann says, Sludge says, forcibly removed by who? There'll be even less people here tomorrow. Would they notice if you just didn't go? They probably might. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, Sammy Ann says, I can get away with the pink and bathing casual because my office is usually without anyone else. But this week all the non-workers are hanging around the office. Yeah, fair. If in case anyone's curious, I am in my pajamas right now. I'm in basically pajam jams. Very comfy. I'm wearing, these are my pajama trousers. They have a cute little floral pattern on them, and they're very sort of loose and comfy. And I'm wearing a top that used to be a going out sort of casual sleeveless shirt, but the material is really bad quality, I think. And it's gone, like, it's t-shirt material, but it's really thin and it's gone all like bobbly. But also the shoulder straps have stretched out to the point that, like, it's quite low cut, and it runs the risk of, like, if it gets turned slightly or like pulled or anything, that you'd see way too much of my undergarment. So it's an at-home shirt now. You be cozy, says Sammy, and I'd be, except I was on camera. Aw, geez. I mean, that's part of the reason that I don't have a camera, is that I don't have to worry about what I look like. I can just, my hair can look like I just threw it up into a messy bun, and I still look like an enchanted creature, and I love that for me, because honestly, I pretty much only have the mental cutlery to do one or the other when I'm streaming, because it takes a lot of brain power. But also I think this looks more interesting than I do IRL, so, you know. So anyway, this is Stubby. I'm gonna roll for our next Yule Lad. I'm just rolling it like a D13, which I know is not a real type of die, but rolladie.net will let me pick a random number between 1 and 13, and that's really all I need. Oh, it is selected 4, which is the next one along. The Spoon Licker! Okay! Who is the first licker, or spoon licker. He steals the Þvörur, which is a type of wooden spoon with a long handle, to lick. He is extremely thin due to malnutrition. Why don't you just eat regular food and instead of just licking other people's spoons, dude? Like, maybe that's why. That's so sad. I just want to give the spoon licker, like, a nice bowl of porridge or something. Like, actual porridge. Like, an entire bowl of it. You can lick this spoon, but the spoon is the size of a bowl, and it is full of a hearty serving of delicious oat porridge with apples and raisins and some cinnamon and maple syrup. Oh, man, that sounds really good. Now I want porridge. Oh, no. Oops. Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to draw the spoon licker. The spoon licker is thin, and the spoon licker likes to lick wooden spoons. I think... Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, let's see what I can do with this information. So here we go. I've got a set of eyes. And I've got a little nose. And then I'm just gonna have him sort of holding a big wooden spoon. It's got a very long handle, so I am indeed drawing a very long spoon in front of his moof. I feel like at this angle you're not going to be able to see much of the spoon licker apart from, like, the spoon. Because he's quite thin. Is he going to be as thin as a spoon handle? I don't know. But he's fairly thin, so I suppose we'll find out. Anyway, spoon licker is my favorite, says Sledge. Yeah, there's a good question. Question for the chat: who's your favorite Yule Lad? And why is it Stubby? Or is that just me? Okay, he's holding this very, very large spoon. I did something really weird with the arm there, so I'm just gonna quickly fix that line. There we go. He's holding this very large spoon with his very skinny... his very skinny arms. Because he is apparently a very thin guy. But he's having... You know what? He's having a great time, because he gets to lick a spoon, and that makes him real happy, I reckon. Yay. Happy little weirdly thin spoon licking man. What was I saying about? Oh my goodness.
Oh hell yeah,
Oh my goodness.
SB Galaxy's just subscribed.
Sammy Ann, thank you so much for gifting a sub to SB. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is incredibly sweet. Paying it forward. Happy Yuletide. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That is incredibly kind. Thank you so much. And SB, if you are around, please do enjoy your emotes and stuff. One of the things I'm hoping to do at the top of the new year is to do some fresh emotes, because there are some in there that have been around for a very, very long time, and I feel it could do with a bit of a makeover. So you've got that to look forward to within the lifetime of your subscription. Anyways, so this is the spoon licker. He's just going to just having a lovely time with this spoon. I don't know. This is weird. Is the spoon too large? Maybe the spoon is too large, but I wanted you to really be able to see that this is a spoon, and I also wanted to get all of these paintings onto one canvas. So here we are. Spoon licker. Let me re-roll and see what we get. Okay, number 6. Okay, number 6 is the we've got a bit of a trend here, because now we have the this number day 6 is the askaslicker, or bowl licker. He hides under beds waiting for someone to put down their askur, a type of bowl with a lid used instead of dishes in the old days, which he then steals. Okay, so we get to draw a little guy hiding under the bed, which is fun. But no, sweetheart. No, he licks bowls. Not. No. Honey? No. No. Anyways. But that is giving me a sensible little chuckle. Thank you. It does almost sound a little bit rude in English, to be fair. Must be a bad connection, as I'm sure you said asslicker. It's okay in Icelandic. It's askaslicker, which I'm sure I am mispronouncing, but but there you go. Oh, SB says thank you for the sub, and SB, enjoy your emotes and stuff, and also hi. But yeah, I did not say that. That would be a very different day in tone from the rest of it. This is just a guy who likes to do, no. Anyways, this is a guy who's going to be hiding under the bed, though. This is a guy who's going to be hiding under the bed. So, how shall I demonstrate this? Okay, we've got like the edge of the bed frame here, and then here's like the mattress and stuff, but obviously there's going to be like a bit of blanket hanging down there, so hopefully it'll be obvious that this guy is hiding under the bed. I hope. Anyways, I'll see how I can do it. Anyways, Essie says I was still lurking, going through my notifications when I saw. Oh, nice. Well, hi. Okay. So, this little dude is going to be hiding under the bed, and, there we go, just sort of, just peeking out from under the sheets. Give him a nice little nose. And I reckon I want it to look like they've been waiting here for a while. So you can see a little bit of their hat there. And Oh, here's the rest of it. No, that's a weird drawing of it. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out how to draw like so you can see that the rest of their body is also there. They're not just like a head and shoulders, but I want it to not look too super weird. Maybe more like that. Okay, there, yeah. Perfect. Okay, fantastic. This little wasteline of their little trousers. And here they are, just lurking in the shadows under the bed, waiting for someone to discard waiting to discard their, I don't know, their morning breakfast in bed porridge. Ta-da! That's the bowl liquor. I think they look pretty. You know what? I would just give them a snack if I heard them scuttling around under there. If I felt like they were scrambling under the bed, I'd just be like, "Here, little buddy, have a snack." But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anyways, we've got a few more of these to sketch, but I'm going to take a super quick BRB. So please enjoy the BRB screen in the meantime, and I'll be back very shortly. Here it is. Oh, the BRB song is off. One moment. BRB. Okay, hello, I'm back. Hi, everybody. Thank you for waiting. Thank you. I'm back. Hello. You know how I was saying, oh no, I'm too warm early. No, I'm absolutely freezing now. Absolutely freezing. My little hands off. I've had to put on a long-sleeved jumper because I'm too cold. Oh, jeez. that turned very rapidly, I feel like. It was way too hot in here, and now I'm just like sitting here like brr, brr, brr. Anyways. So here are some things I learned whilst on break. Number one, the parents of these little Yule lads, a supposedly hideous troll named Grilla, but I mean, you know, on the other hand, their father, Leppaludi, is her third husband. So for someone who's described as being like horrifically unattractive in every way, she's been married 3 times, so clearly she's got something going for her. Someone thinks she's beautiful and wants to love her. And you know, I think that's really nice. I think that's really sweet. I think that just goes to show that, like, no matter, you know, what you look like or how you feel about yourself, someone thinks that you are beautiful. I think that's what the takeaway of this folklore really is. Someone would like to have 13 babies with you. Okay, maybe not. Anyways, hopefully not. Unless that's what you're into, but I wouldn't recommend it. That's a lot of babies. Anyways. They also have a pet cat, who is known as the Christmas cat. The Christmas cat, okay, so here's the situation. According to legend, the Christmas cat, who is the cat belonging to this family of little lads and their troll parents, this cat, if you do not get a new item of clothing before Christmas, the Christmas cat will eat you. So I bought myself a coat that was on sale for less than half price at Uniqlo. And I really needed a new winter coat, so I was very grateful for that. It's like a wool blend, so it's really comfortable. Yeah, so I hope that means that the Christmas cat will not eat me now, because I did buy a new winter coat, so thanks, Christmas cat. Anyways, I guess just if you're passing through Iceland at Christmas time, this is the country, not the supermarket, just for clarity. If you're passing through Iceland, the supermarket at Christmas time, I think just prepare yourselves for even longer queues than usual. And every time I go to my local Iceland supermarket, which I do from time to time to get bits, oh my god, the queues are so long, which is why I don't shop there very often, because there's always a super long queue. I think because a lot of people going and doing a shop at Iceland are probably like, they special. Okay, so for people who aren't in the UK, Iceland is also the name of a supermarket, confusingly, which, unconfusingly based on the name, specializes in frozen foods. So they do have, like, you know, shelfy stuff, bakery stuff to a certain extent, and like fruits and veg and, you know, milk and cheese and all that as well. But most of the aisles are taken up with frozen goods. And so I think what I see a lot when I've been to Iceland is people just loading up a massive trolley of like huge bags of frozen foods to just load up into their like big old chest freezer and just do like one big shop for like to last like weeks. Which is a great way to do it if you can, but we don't have a car, so that's really not practical for us. But what that means is, because there's usually only like one or two people on the tills, if you're just there buying like a box of instant coffee sachets or like a single bag of hash browns, which is usually the kinds of things that we're doing when we shop at Iceland, there is a pretty significant wait because so many people who are there when I go to Iceland are doing just massive shops. So yeah, that's fun. Anyways, which is part of the reason I don't shop at Iceland very often. But I do sometimes because they do have a pretty decent like non-meat food section, as in like veggie hot dogs and like veggie nuggies and that kind of thing. The dinosaur nuggies, which are my favorite. I love the dinosaur nuggies. We might be having some dinosaur nuggies with dinner tonight. I don't know what we're doing. Tonight is very much a clean out whatever we can in the fridge and freezer because we're not going to be home for a few days. And we didn't really plan a meal, so we're just going to try and get rid of some of the foods in the fridge that need eating up, or things in the freezer. So yeah, I don't actually know what's for dinner. It might be like miso soup and then like a vegetarian sausage and some raw carrots with cheese. Yeah, dinner. I'm a responsible adult who knows how to plan for this stuff. I mean, I don't really want to do a lot of like prep and cooking because I'm gonna be baking cookies after stream, so you know. Dino Nuggies, says Espy. Hell yeah. Dino Nuggies are a favorite in this house. Very much so. They're just, you know, they're fun dinosaur shapes. But they're also like the texture to breadcrumb, like the inner texture to breadcrumb ratio is really good. And I found with some other like veggie nuggets that they can be kind of greasy, and these ones are not greasy, which is nice. They're just yummy, and I like doing them as like a Japanese style curry because they've got that like crispy breadcrumb on the outside, which I think works really well for it. But also just like those with a side of mashed potatoes and peas feels very like children's menu. In fact, I think that's what I call. I think that's sometimes for dinner I'll just be like, "Do you want to just have children's menu for dinner?" And we'll just have children's menu for dinner, which is just like dinosaur nuggets with mashed potatoes and peas. It's perfect. Anyways, Thea, thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a lovely lurk. And thank you. Yeah, good lurking, my friend. I'm gonna sit down a little bit more of this matcha. I did actually get a tea advent calendar this year, but I haven't been drinking all of my teas on like the appropriate days just because I've been feeling a little bit under the weather for a while, and so some days it's been like, oh, a black tea is probably not going to agree with my tum-tum too much, or I kind of have to be choosy about what and when I decide I'm going to have like caffeine or other certain ingredients to try and keep my terrible tum-tum at rest. So here we are. Anyways, okay. What was the next number? So we've done the bowl liquor. So I'm going to roll again, and we have... Oh, okay, I rolled a 1. We've already done 1. Okay, so I've rolled a 10, which is the... Oh, this one is fun. This is... Oh man, they do not make these names easy to say. Glugagegir. Glugagegir. There's a lot of G's in there. Glugagegir. Okay, more or less. Which means window peeper. A voyeur who would look through windows in search of things to steal. Okay, this guy's just creepy. This one is just straight, like, some of these guys are like, okay, this is a guy who is a jerk to sheep. This is a guy who steals milk from the cowshed. by waiting in a gully for when the coast is clear. This one sniffs at doorways to see whether or not people are making fried bread. This guy steals sausages. This guy likes to this guy is short and likes to eat the sort of fond off the bottom of pans. This guy will lick wooden spoons. This guy likes to steal your bowl by hiding under the bed. And then we have a guy that's just peeping through your windows. This is the biggest. Surely this is the biggest. Like, they could just name him pervert. This guy's just a pervert. What the hell? This could just be that internet meme of the guy at a window, and he's got sicko written on his shirt, and he's just looking in like, yes. It's just that guy. This is just that guy, I feel like. SB says it's interesting noticing words you use that mean the same thing but aren't as common here, like queue instead of waiting a line, bits instead of getting things, trolley instead of shopping cart. That is a byproduct of I've lived in the UK for over 10 years. Because I think, not even on purpose, it's been like a gradual process of just my vernacular has altered itself in order to be more like instantaneously easy to understand to local people. Because I think I noticed fairly early on, sometimes I would say a word that's like a Canadian way of saying things, and they'd sort of have just like a little moment, oh, you mean that kind of thing. So, for the most part, I think I've just absorbed the words that people use locally. And it's caused some confusion when I've gone back to visit Canada, or at the very least it's caused some interesting moments. Like, here's one that had never really occurred to me that would be the case until I was in the UK, and that's bathroom or toilet. Now, to me, as someone who's from Canada, the toilet is the actual like plumbed in feature where you sit down and you do your business. But if you need to use that in Canada, we wouldn't necessarily say that. We would just mention the room that we are planning to visit. Like, I have to go to the bathroom, but we're not saying what specific things that are particular to the bathroom we plan to use while we're there. Whereas here, it's just like, it's like, okay, can you just give me like 5 minutes? I have to go to the toilet before we go out, kind of thing. And that's feels very normal to me now. So when I was back in Canada, I was on my way to go do something with my family, and we were going to drive there, and I was like, okay, we're just about ready to go. I just need to very quickly nip to the toilet. I'll be like 30 seconds. And my mother was like, too much information? And I'm like, she was like weirded out by the fact that I told her I was just gonna go quickly use the toilet. And I thought that was so funny. Because like, I think nothing of that, Like, it's like, listen, if I tell you I have to go to the bathroom, we all know that there is like 9 times out of 10 I'm not just going to like check and see if I have anything in my teeth, or I'm just washing my hands or whatever. You know that I'm going to be peeing or pooping, right? Like, I'm not telling you I have to go do a pee or anything like that. I'm just telling you I have to go use the toilet. Like, it's fine. But she was like, whoa! And I was like, what? Because that's not a term that they use in Canada. Like, obviously that like they have toilets, but they would say I have to use the bathroom or I have to use the washroom, and not I have to use the toilet, which is a weird. It's something that had become so normal to me to say that it didn't even occur to me that it was going to be like a weird thing for me to say. back in Canada. And yeah, it turns out people get real weirded out if you tell them you have to use the toilet. Which, oh, okay, sure. I guess. Anyways. It wasn't obvious that Canada has toilets for what it's worth, says Dan. I mean, oh, if it didn't, I would have had a very difficult first 30 years of my life. The limited number of times I had to use outhouses when I was, like, camping and stuff in my younger years, oof. Honestly, would rather hold my pee. Not pleasant. Do not like. No. And like, portaloos and stuff, just the worst. I'm so glad that I'm not the kind of person who enjoys going to music festivals, because the last time I was at a music festival, and unfortunately I had to use the toilet at some point, there was no paper left in the loos. So I ended up having to, like, rifle around in my purse, and I found, like, a library overdue notice that was technically paper, and I was like, well, I guess this'll have to do, and I used that instead of loo paper, and it was very unpleasant. Also, it's okay that it was a library overdue notice. I worked for the library, so don't worry about it. Anyways. But yeah, let me catch up with chat. Theo says, glugger is a Norwegian dialect word for windows. Ah, there you go. Also eyes. Ooh, interesting. Interesting little play on words there. I love it. Sammy Ann says, I think my favorite is Kertasniker, who steals your candles. No, don't take my candles. Oh man, I have so many candles. I have, like, genuinely, I have, like, probably 150 scented tea lights. Because I panic bought a load of them once years ago when I was like, just in case there are, like, mass power outages or something at some point, I want to be prepared, but I want to be prepared in a cozy way, so that even if, like, if the only lighting I have is candles, those candles smell like sweet cinnamon apple, so I'm gonna feel cozy about it. You know, like, here's some nice sandalwood, or, I think I have, like, sort of a smoky vanilla, you know, I've got a few. Anyways. Sammy Ann says, I love that we still use toiletry on occasion here in Canada, but freak out that we are using the toilet. It's like, what do you when someone says they're going to use the bathroom, you know that probably they're going to be peeing or maybe pooping. So what's wrong with saying toilet? I know it's just like a convention. It's just what's normal. But it was just such a reverse culture shock for me. SB says, yes. SB learning from Bluey, sat nav instead of GPS, and yes, the dunny is apparently an impolite version of that. I am familiar with the dunny being the loo as well. Here we might say the loo. I might say I have to go use the loo instead of the toilet. But yes, down in Australia, they may need to use the dunny. So there you go. Dan says, Canada, just off to the bathroom. England, just off to do a massive... pardon my French, but just off to do a massive shit out of my arsehole. Honestly, I reserve being that graphic for when I'm at home. I wouldn't do that in polite company. Anyways. Gatsby says, I heard somewhere that eyes are windows to the soul. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my eyes. My moderator / spouse has asked if he should buy milk. I'm gonna say maybe a lil one. Lil one. Come on, autocorrect. Okay, anyways. So I have to draw the Yule Lad, who I am going to refer to as pervert. This guy's just this guy's just a pervert, right? I feel like this guy's just a pervert. Okay, so the way I'm gonna represent this, I think, is to just have, here is an window frame, Here is an window frame. There's some curtains that are sort of pulled back here. Like so. There's a little curtain rod. And there we go. Is it a little bit messy? Yeah, no worries about it. Sammy Ann is off to get some sustenance. I'll check in on the lads from the comfort of lurk. Have a lovely, lovely lurk, Sammy Ann. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for the raid earlier as well. Very much appreciated. And lovely to hang out with you as always. Aspie says, gotta make sure you have clear communication with your manager in a business meeting, though. This is very true. Okay. So, that line is extremely uneven. So yeah, anyways, my today has mostly been taken up by biscuit baking and gift wrapping. Distressingly, I now know that our gifts do not all fit in the one bag we had allocated to the carrying of gifts. This is in part because I bought stuff that was way too large, it turns out. Oh no! But in my defense, I bought stuff that I want to give to my moderator / spouse because I love him. But also, they take up a lot of space that we're going to have to carry there and then open and then carry back. So, yeah! Trying to minimize the amount of luggage we have, but obviously we've got gifts to give. And we'll probably get gifts too, which I will appreciate. Anything that we receive will be received with gratitude and love, but also I hope they don't give us anything that's too big to carry back on the train. Anyways, okay, so I have drawn a window because this is a guy who likes to peep through your window. So here we are, with this little window peeper. And I'm just gonna give him the most like pervert face I can, I think. So he's got like, yes, eyebrows. He's way too excited about whatever he's seeing through the window, I think. And then he's definitely enjoying having a look. I think he's just gonna have his little hand on the window as well. Dude, there we go. There we go. It's just a little pervert in your window. What a creep. I hate him. I hate him so much. This one was very fun to do. But also, wow, he's the worst and I don't like him. Okay, let's see if I can find our next let's see if I can find our next number. I think how many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's five left. Okay. So ooh, okay, fun. This guy just likes yogurt. This guy is fun because this is the skiergaumar or skier gobbler. This is just a guy who likes to eat yogurt, and I can relate so hard to this guy because I too love yogurt. I had a yogurt just before the stream. I mean, it was one of those Actimel, like, little drinkable yogurt bottles, but I like those because they're yogurt but convenient because I don't have to bother using a spoon. But I do like a nice sort of thick Icelandic skyr as well. Though a lot of the ones at the supermarket come in flavors, and the flavors all have artificial sweetener added to them, and I want to have a word with the brand that makes these for putting sweetener inside. Just use if there's fruit in it, just use fruit. You don't have to also add sweetener. Just put blueberries. Yum yum, sweet and delicious and enough. But maybe that's just me as like an old person. It seems like my catchphrase these days around the house is not too sweet. when I like something, when something's like a sweet treat, I'm like, but it's not too sweet. It's that I seem to be saying that a lot, and it's really embarrassing. Oops. We usually get, I remember Yo Plate. That's a good standard yogi brand. I also like drinkable ones, says SB. I love a drinkable yogurt. because it means I can have yogurt wherever I am and not have to worry about having a spoon. I'm traveling by train tomorrow, so I'm very aware that I'm going to want train snacks. And I do like getting a little cuppy of yogurt as a train snack from the M&S Simply Food, because we're going to be getting there in time for dinner, and it takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there, so I don't want to have large food, but I'm probably going to want to eat something on the train, because I don't know. If I'm on a train for more than an hour, my body craves a snack somewhere in that period. It's like, you should be snacking on something. I don't know if it's just because it keeps me from being bored, like it gives me something to do to have a snack. But genuinely, I'm usually pretty snack hungry, and I find sometimes that the snack choices at the little shop at the railway station are not the best. Like, oh, there's some overpriced fruit that looks a little bit ropey, or there's like, excuse me, maybe like a pot of yogurt if you're lucky, or a bunch of sandwiches. And I don't want a sandwich, because a sandwich is too substantial, and sandwich is a real hit or miss for me anyways. But you know, a little potto of yogurt is nice, but it's only nice if they have spoons available. If they have the little like wooden spoons that you can take for your yogurt, then it's great. But if you get to the till and they don't have any wooden spoons and you've already rung through your yogi, then you're kind of stuffed. So I would rather that doesn't happen. Anyways, Juniverse, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a lovely Monday, and thank you. SB says, the raspberry yogurt reminds me of Trix's raspberries, but with real bits of fruit and not blue. Oh, man! I don't think I ever had Trix yogurt, but I do remember that this was a thing. That it was like, it's very much like, it's yogurt, but it's for kids, so we gotta make it fun. I didn't realize it was blue. Oh, man, everything seems more delicious when you're young if it's blue. Like, limited edition blue raspberry fight milk, for example. The yogurt that I really... And they haven't made this for decades. But the yogurt that I really wanted, and did have sometimes when I was a youngin', was Muppets yogurt. There was a dairy company here back in Canada who, for a little while, collaborated with Muppets and made Muppets yogurt. And I wanted the Muppets yogurt because, I mean... It's got Muppets on it, and like there were like different Muppet characters corresponded with different flavors. I think Fozzie's was like banana yogurt, and I think Miss Piggy was strawberry, and Kermit was like peach maybe, and there was another one that I can't remember who it was. The Jim Henson Yogurt Company, says Dan. Oh yes, exactly. What is Jim Henson famous for? Well, famously, of course, yogurt. Everyone knows that. Ah. This is good. This is good cold matcha. Absolutely stone cold. Oh my goodness. Delightful. Anyways, but yeah, so I need to draw a little guy who just wants to eat some yogi. And I wholeheartedly relate. Oh, SB says I've got Capri Sun maybe last year because I had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on them. Honestly, I do the same thing with stuff. I wholeheartedly still do that. It's like, oh, look, when they did Rice Krispie squares, you know, you can buy like ready-made Rice Krispie squares that come like individually wrapped, and I absolutely bought a pack of them just because they had Halloween branding on them and they called them Rice Krispie Scares, and I was like, oh, no, that's cute. No, you got me. That's cute. I love it. But we also bought, I think, Pop Chips some years ago when there was a new Star Wars film out. They made, like, Star Wars Pop Chips that were vaguely in the shape of, like, a Stormtrooper helmet or, like, a Millennium Falcon or a little, R2-D2. Were they good approximations of these shapes? No, because they were made out of potato. But did we buy them specifically because they were the Star Wars Pop Chips? Obviously we did. Because, you know, I'm just a middle-aged little kid, ultimately. And I think that's alright. It's case in point, actually. My moderator / spouse and I were talking about this the other day. Because we were looking at purchasing or trying to purchase or arranging to have someone help us purchase a Christmas gift for our nephew in Canada, who is 12 years old, gonna be 13 in a couple months, and so very aware of the fact that, like, maturity levels can accelerate at different rates depending on the child at this age. So probably not really into, like, not gonna want, like, little kid gifts. Probably more getting into the age where, like, just a gift card to somewhere he can pick something out that he will enjoy is, like, a good choice, because it gives them some autonomy. It means that you're not going to get them something that they already have, or that, they've kind of aged out of, or that they don't enjoy. But I was speaking with my parents about, like, what do you think about if we got him this? And they were like, well, we know he's really into this at the moment, and we know that he's kind of not really into that anymore, because he's that's a little bit too little kiddish for him now, and he's a little bit older. And I was like, okay, yeah. But it just reminded me of the fact that the things that they're saying that he's kind of aged out of because they're too, like, little kid for him now, are things that I'm like, I was enjoying an item related to that earlier. Because that is, shall we say, a fictional universe that I enjoy as a 40-year-old adult. Because I think that's how these things go. You're into, like, childish things when you are a literal child. And then you're like, I'm too old for that stuff. I want to be interested in, like, mature or, like, more grown-up stuff, young adult things, and then getting into adult things as you get towards your later teens. In your early 20s. And then at some point, for a lot of people, I think it kind of flips backwards, and you're kind of like, actually, you know what? No. I can unironically watch this children's show by myself, even though I'm not a parent, just because I think it's cute. Like, my moderator / spouse and I watched, like, every episode of Hey Dougie on BBC iPlayer, not because we have, like, a 5-year-old in the house, but just because that show is stinking adorable. And it's just silly and fun, and we liked it. So, who cares? The animation style is very cute. I play video games that are very, like, kid rated. There's nothing, like, whatever. I think there's a lot of stuff that is, like, I've heard some people say that, like, Doctor Who is a kid's show, and I'm like, that's a family show. It's a family show. I would certainly say that, like, as a show, it shouldn't be attempting to cater specifically to, like, the 50-year-old dudes who remember when Tom Baker was the Doctor and will complain about everything. It should be, catering mostly to, like, the 10-year-olds who still have an unadulterated sense of wonder. But that doesn't mean that it's not also for, like, everyone to enjoy. What's my point? Dan says, get him GTA 5. Oh my god, how did you guess? How did you guess? Oh no, the surprise has been spoiled. It was GTA 5 all along. Very, very family appropriate, that game. Definitely no opportunities to, like, have ladies do dances at you and to, like, run people over in your car. Quite graphically do violence on people and get shot and stuff. Definitely not. It's fine. It's very age appropriate. Right. Okay. Yogurt guy. I have to draw yogurt guy, who is my favorite because I also love yogurt. So I think I'm just gonna draw a guy with a nice bowl of yogurt. That's all. That's all this one is. It's just a guy with a nice bowl of yogurt. So how am I gonna, what sort of nose do I want to give this guy? I'm gonna give him real sort of ski jump of a nose there. This is quite an interesting. Sorry, just that is an interesting nose shape. I feel like I've done there. That's quite an interesting nose shape. You know, I'm gonna go with it. I think that's a fun nose shape. This guy is so happy to be eating yogurt. And you know what? I completely agree. Yogurt is just the best. It's delicious. This guy's gonna have a beard as well. Or is it actually just yogurt? Does he just have a face covered in yogurt because you've been eating so much yogurt? I mean, you know what? Listen, it's possible. I wouldn't discount this guy just being really messy. Just dunking his face into yogurt and being like, oh, they do say he's the skier gobbler after all. Not the skier, like, polite eater of small teaspoonfuls at a time. So, he may just get his whole face in there and be like, nom 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 yogurt. Which is weird. Which is very weird of him. But on the other hand, his brother is just a pervert who looks in people's windows. So, you know. Which one of these is worse? I feel like it's not the yogurt guy. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Your mileage may vary. Which Yule Lad is your favorite, everyone? And why is it yogurt guy? Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry. Let me have a little sip of my tea. Which, by the way, is mint. It is peppermint and spearmint blend. I wonder if it was that... I did... Okay, so when I was making cookie dough earlier, I did eat a nugget of raw cookie dough. Do you think that's what gave me a tummy ache? This probably seems like a real stupid question, but hey, you know, I didn't think it was that much, but I ended up having a tummy ache. I mean, I did also have an entire thing of, from the, like, hors d'oeuvres, party hors d'oeuvres, like, holiday section at the supermarket, they had red onion bhajis, and I was like, oh, that sounds really good. I would like some red onion bhajis, please. So I bought the thing of red onion bhajis, but then I ate all of them, and that was just my entire lunch. So I suppose it's also possible that I have a tummy ache because I ate an entire thing of red onion bhajis. But to be fair, that's all I ate, so that's not actually that much food. It was just a lot of onion. Anyways, at least there's not a window gobbler, says SB. Oh no, that would be horrifying. No, I don't want my window to get gobbled. That would be sad. Okay, this little guy's got a nice big bowl of skyr. Big deep bowl of skyr, in fact. You know, it might be worth sprinkling some granola on top of that, buddy. I think you might enjoy it. But maybe he's just happy with just having plenty of skyr. He seems like a happy little lad anyways. There we go. We have Yogurt Boy with his giant bowl of yogurt, and he's just very happy to have all the yogurt. And you know what? I wholeheartedly support Yogurt Boy. Because it's delicious. I love skyr. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So that's that one. Who's next? How many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've done 9, so we have 4 left to sketch. And then I can maybe look at possibly coloring them in a little bit. We'll see how much time we have. So that's number... Okay, I've rolled number 3. We've done... That's Stubby. We've done Stubby. Stubby is right here. 6. We've done... 6 is the bowl licker who hides under beds. Then it's given us 2, who is that guy, the gully gawk. 10. I don't think we've done 10. No, 10. Okay, no, 10 is pervert. Man, it's just rolling numbers we've already had. There are definitely some guys we haven't done yet. Okay, 11. I don't think we've done 11 yet. Oh no, we have done 11. 11 is the doorway sniffer. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Then 10 again. 7. Have we done day 7? No, we haven't done 7. Okay, we finally have a new number. Hooray. Who is the... oh no. Hurðaskeller, or door slammer. So this guy likes to slam doors, especially during the night. I am getting the vibe of, like, a teenager whose mom has just told him that he needs to wrap up his video game of whatever, like, online video game is popular with teens at the moment, and go to bed. And he's like, no, Mom! But none of my friends have to go. And it's like, okay, child, but it is your bedtime. And he's feeling real angry about it, and so he's like, fine. And he switches off his computer and slams the door and has a very angry sleep. I think that's what goes on here. So let me see if I can let me see if I can draw just one more victory royale, says SB. Yeah, exactly. That is the door slammer's vibe. He's like, no, Mom, it's not fair. And listen, I know I sound like I'm making fun of it, but I understand the struggles of being a teenager and feeling like you have an increased amount of, like, sort of, I don't know, intellectual capacity and maturity and responsibility, but not the freedoms that you feel like you should have along with it. But part of the reason that you feel like you're as mature as you feel is that you're not actually that mature yet, and you still have so much to learn, but you don't know that yet. And when people tell you that, it just sounds like they're condescending. It is a really frustrating place to be as a person, I think, when it feels that way. I know as a youngster I struggled a bit because I had an older sibling who was about 5 years older than me, so obviously he was allowed to do stuff that I wasn't allowed to do yet. But it felt unfair, because it's like, that little boy is no more mature than I am. How come I can't stay out all night, kind of thing? It's like, well, no, because you're 13, you ding dong. Anyways. Okay, so let me see if I can just draw. Alright, so I'm gonna draw, like, a doorway. Here. Here's some little door hinges. Here's the door. Like so. Door handle. And here is here is the little lad who is about to slam that door. Here we go. Okay. Let me just bring this in so you can see the face on this little lad. That is an unhappy little buddy who is going to slam the door at night. He's also got some like burgeoning downy facial hair, but he can't quite grow a beard yet. So it's just kind of like 4 little whiskers. It's very sad. But he will not shave them because, no, shut up, that's my beard. It's cool. My friends think it's cool. Anyways, I'm sorry, little lad. It is not cool. He is getting ready to slam that door. Here we are. Oh my goodness, okay, I love him. I love him so much. He is wearing his pajam jams to get ready for bed. I put him in some just like a one-piece pajimmy jam situation here. And he's really quite upset. And he is poised to slam the door. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyways, he is poised to slam the door. He's very upset. Grilla, I don't know how she puts up with these 13 horrible children. But that's the door slammer. I mean, I think like this guy seems okay. This guy seems a little creepy, but like okay. This guy is mean to sheep, which I do not appreciate. This guy steals milk, which is pretty uncool. This guy just licks spoons, which is fine if the spoons are not in use, but as long as they get cleaned before anyone else wants to use them, I suppose. This guy likes to clean out the bottoms of pots that haven't been cleaned yet. So, I mean, thank you for making cleaning them easier, I suppose. Pervert. Steals your food. Just likes yogurt, as far as I can tell. Slams the door, which is, frankly, a dick move. Okay. Moving on. Who do we have next? So that was number 7. I'm getting a lot of repeats here. I've done the bowl liquor. Number 12. Have we done 12? We haven't. Oh, I've been looking forward to this one. 12 is creepy. Number 12 is meat hook. Which sounds like very horrific, actually. So here is all that meat hook says. The 12th one is... I'm so sorry. Kjøtt kroker, or meat hook, uses a hook to steal meat. Horrifying and kind of violent. So, you know, that's fun. So I guess I'm gonna have to try and make this guy scary. I guess I'm gonna have to try and make this guy a little bit scary. So let me see what I can do. So, okay. Here's meat hook. Gonna start with a nose. And then I'm gonna give him some very intense eyes, I think. Very intense eyes, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy like a diabolical mustache, because I think it would be fun to give him a big diabolical mustache. And then his little sort of gnomish, trollish ears, or whatever you want to call it. And of course, his customary pointed hat. Thus, which is kind of intersecting with, actually, I think I need to start over because it's kind of intersecting with the bowl swiper. So I think I need to just resituate him a little bit so we're not accidentally overlapping the other piece. I hope people are enjoying this little wander down sort of the lane of Icelandic folklore. I'm having a very good time doing it, certainly. These drawings are not good, but they're, I'm having fun, so whatever. I hope you are having fun as well. And I hope that, again, I will not be streaming again until potentially next year. Or possibly the very end of this year, depending on what sort of the plans around me end up being for next week, but probably not until January. So I do want to just get a little sentimental for a wee moment here and say thank you to everyone who has hung out or supported or been cool so far this year, who's hung out on stream or, you know, like chatted or lurked or whatever. I really appreciate y'all. I'm having a nice time, and I hope to continue to have a nice time doing it next year. And I hope that all of your holiday seasons are good as well, whether or not you are celebrating any of the relevant holidays that are happening around this time of year. I hope that you have an opportunity to get some rest, maybe, you know, have some treats, and you know, just give yourself some self-care and be kind to yourself. Do something fun for yourself, no matter what that may be. Aw, Turnip says, have a good festive time. You too, Turnip. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. Let me try drawing Meat Hook again. I think I'm going to sharpen my pencil because I think it's getting a little bit dull. And doing these super tiny drawings, you do want to have a reasonable point, or the details start to get a little bit muddy. So, no! It's done it again. This is a different brand of pencil to the last, like, pencil I had, which did this a lot. Like, the end would just break off, so it's doing it again. I don't know why. That's really bad. I don't know if that's a quality issue with Derwent, or if I'm somehow just abusing my pencils. I honestly have no idea. Okay, anyways, we have a point now. We have a pencil point again, but I'm slightly worried that this pencil is going to go away real fast because the end keeps breaking off. Like, here's the end that broke off before. It's just, that's just a good sized chunk of graphite I don't get to use. So wonderful. That's just waste now. I mean, I know pencils aren't super expensive, but I don't know. I'd like them to at least kind of last. You know, just a smidge. Anyways, I do love the smell of fresh pencil shavings, though. There's something I find comforting about that smell. It's a nice wood smell. Anyways, okay. Let me try this again. This is Meat Hook. Okay, that mustache came out weird. Hold up. Sometimes my pencil just decides to just wander off in a weird direction. That it was not what I intended. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but sometimes it does. Anyways. Oh, yeah, advisory, I suppose I should say. For anyone who desperately wanted anything from my shop, there's a link to the shop in the chat. But the shop is closing tomorrow for the holidays, so if you wanted to grab anything before then, it obviously won't arrive in time for Christmas if that's what you're worried about. But I'm going to be going on a little shop break as well. Because I won't be here to like, ship things. But I could conceivably get to a post box tomorrow. So if anyone did want anything at the last minute, that is available to you, but you'll have to do it before tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning everything is shutting down for the holiday period. So there's that. Okay. I think I'm gonna not give this guy a mustache, actually. I think I'm just gonna give him just a nice little messy evil smile. This guy's creepy. This guy's so creepy. Maybe a nice big smile. Oh, those are some very sharp teeth you have, Meat Hook. Oh, beans. This guy's a little bit scary, but I kind of love him. Dun 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 dun. Okay. It's a very nice long pointy hat that he has. Oh, very, very handsome. Very stylish there, Meat Hook. Wait. And he's just going to be holding in the one hand. He's just going to be holding on to a, oh, what's this? I don't know. It's some kind of ham, I think. Like one of these kind of situations. So he's just got a large meat that he's stolen from somewhere, and in his other hand, he's just holding on to a very large very sharp looking, very threatening looking hook. So, wow. Yep. Here comes the meat hook. This is, I'm surprised, hasn't been the subject of some kind of horror film, to be perfectly honest, because wow, what a terrifying little guy. But at least he's wearing a handsome little coat. Isn't that a nice look? Here we are. Here's Meat Hook. Absolutely frightening stuff. I would not wish to be on the wrong end of his meat hook. Terrifying. I hate it. Okay. How many of these have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's only 2 left. So I think I'm going to drop a super quick BRB, and then we'll come back and do the last 2, which are... Which the heck 2 haven't we done? We haven't done the Candle Stealer, and we have not done the Pot Licker. So, Candle Stealer and Pot Licker up next after the break. What a silly concept for a stream, but I don't know. I just wanted to do something extremely low pressure and silly today, and I also want to do something that's a little interesting bit of festive folklore, I guess. I'll be back in just a minute. Please enjoy the BRB screen in the meantime. I do apologize if you see any ads. I can't make them not exist, so back in a minute. BRB. Hello, friends. I'm back. Hello. Oh, look, it's me. Oh, gosh. This PNG tuber, I'm still not used to it. Because, of course, this is not my regular PNG tuber who is, a little pirate person who is me. This is new. I don't know. I wanted to do something silly and festive, for the PNG tuber. So I decided to take all of my sweet new paints that I mixed a couple weeks ago. Which are these. I love these paints. I think they're so stinking pretty. Turns out most of the colors are kind of purple. But I like them. Anyways, yar har, fiddly dee, says Archon. Hey Archon, welcome in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome. Hello. You are here just in time to see me attempt to draw, what's their name? Where's their name? The Pot Licker. He steals leftovers from pots. Alrighty. I think I should be able to figure out something to do with the Pot Licker. I mean, there is sort of a theme with a lot of these guys, is that they're essentially trying to steal food from you. This guy is peeping in your window so that he can steal food from you. This guy is stealing sausages from you. This guy is sniffing the doorway to see if you've been frying bread and is probably going to steal it from you. I don't know where this guy got his yogurt. It may have been via, like, illegal means. This guy just wants to lick your spoons. He doesn't want to steal your food. He just wants to lick your spoons. This guy wants to eat the, like, remnants off of the bottom of your pans. This guy wants to steal milk from your cow shed. This guy will steal meat with his meat hook. This guy will steal your bowls and hides under the bed in order to do it. This guy is just mean to your sheep. I don't like that. I think that's not very nice of him. This guy just is slamming the door because he's mad. No, not my cow shed, says Dan. I know. Your cow shed where you keep your milk, for sure. Definitely not like the fridge. But listen, this folklore comes from the olden days when people had things like cow sheds. Okay? Hey Ernesto, how's it going? Welcome on in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome. We're just drawing some folklore here. Okay, so the Pot Licker, aka aka Pottaskefil, is stealing leftovers from your pots. Oh no! I think the best way around this is to, as soon as they've cooled down, put your leftovers into like a Tupperware container and get them on into the fridge. That'll keep them fresh for longer as well, of course. So, you know, win, right? Right? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna give this guy a beard because I haven't drawn a beard in a bit. So I think that'll be nice. Odd Eyes, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you and welcome. I am drawing the pot liquor. Okay, how shall I do? First of all, he needs a stupid little face. Nice big cloud of a beard, I think feels good. Duke, oh, today's your birthday! Happy birthday, Odd Eyes! Heck yeah! Hope you're having a lovely, lovely, lovely birthday. Congratulations on having a birthday. That's rad. I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay. Excuse me. I'm really feeling like those onion bhajis were a mistake. Very feeling like those onion bhajis were a mistake. This guy's got one of those hats that kind of hangs down like that. And I'm just going to have him holding a very generously sized, I think, saucepan. Here we are. Nice generously sized saucepan for him to enjoy, I guess. There we go. Put him in some little trousers. Oh, there we are. He's just a guy with a saucepan who wants to steal your leftovers. So maybe we should let it be known that there's definitely still an absolute butt ton of stew in this potto that he is absconding with. Maybe I should have him be looking like he's kind of wandering off with it, in fact, so I'm going to give him slightly more I'm running away energy with like the angle of his feet. More like that. There we go. Okay. Now he's running away with your leftovers, so get a load of this little scamp. I don't know, I feel kind of bad because this isn't like the highest caliber of artwork I've ever produced on this stream. These are just silly little creatures, but yeah. Anyways, Odd Eye says it's Xmas Eve in New Zealand today, and tomorrow will be Xmas. Yay! Happy Christmas Eve. It's still Christmas Eve here in the U of K. It's currently 10 to 7 in the evening. So to everyone who is some hours ahead of us, happy Christmas Eve! Delightful. Anyways, okay, so that is the the pot liquor, was it? Yeah, the pot liquor, the pottaskefil. Very, very nice. And our last little buddy is day 13. And day 13 is the kertasniker, or the candle stealer, which is very, very uncool to steal. He follows children in order to steal their candles, which in those days were made of tallow and thus edible. Follows children to steal This guy's a creep! This guy's such a creep! He's following kids around to steal candles from them? Not cool! Very not cool. And then eating the candles? I mean, I don't know, you do you, friend, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe you should take after your bro who just eats, like, yogurt. But maybe that's just me. You live in the UK. Yeah, I live in Oxfordshire in England. I've been here for, I want to say almost 12 years. It's been like 11 and a half years that I've lived in the United Kingdom. And I live in sort of south-ish England. Yes. It's fine. It's very cold today in the house, and my tea has gone cold, But, that's alright. Anyways. I will be... So tomorrow evening I will be, I'm from Canada, actually, originally. As you can probably... at this point, I don't know what you can tell from my accent, because I'm told I've picked up a lilt. We had a bit of a chat earlier about the fact that a lot of my, the words that I use are very British for someone with my accent. And I do wonder sometimes if people think that I'm, like, putting on an affect. I don't think that British people think that I'm, putting on an affectation by using words like, you know, taking the lift instead of the elevator, or queuing instead of being in line. Because those are just normal words to them, so it doesn't feel weird. But I do wonder sometimes if, like, Canadians, when I go back home to visit, are like, are you putting on an affectation using all of these British words? And no, I'm very much not. I just do it because I live here, so it feels normal to me. Anyways, my moderator / spouse has just come home, so I'm gonna say hello to him. I'll be back in just a second, everyone. Hello, darling. Welcome home. How are you doing? Hi. Hi. How are you? Okay, that's allowed. Ooh, did you pick up bits?
I did some bits.
Am I allowed to see what wine you got, or is it not allowed? Ooh. Fancy. Where's this from? M&S. Nice. Cool. Good job.
I brought leafy bread.
Okay.
Figured I could have something on it weekend.
Yeah, it sounds kind of nice. I might have some toast.
They're sticking together in the freezer.
Okay, cool.
And
Okay.
I'll find another pineapple.
Okay. Mwah. I love you.
Love you.
Sorry about that. Hello. SB says, I thought you lived in Iceland. I got confused by all the geography and folklore today. No, I don't live in Iceland. I've passed through Iceland, by which I mean I've, like, visited Reykjavik airport, and that's it. It's actually summer in New Zealand. Indeed 'tis. Indeed. I always wonder how like the Christmas holiday feels in, like, a summer country, because so much of the iconography that we have here is related to, like, wintry things, like the evergreen trees, and, you know, having all kinds of, like, lights and stuff because it's dark out. I wonder how well that translates. I mean, I assume it does, because y'all have lovely holiday times as well. But yeah. You haven't said sorry enough to be Canadian, sorry. Well, I think one of the big tells is that if I were American, I wouldn't say sorry, I'd say sorry. So there's one. If you're not sure whether someone is Canadian or American, ask them to apologize. And there's a very good chance if they say sorry that they're Canadian, and if they say sorry that they're American. So there you go. Esty says, I thought you lived in Iceland. I'm sorry, no. There is an Iceland supermarket near me, but I do not live in Iceland. I think Iceland seems to be... I'd love to actually visit Iceland at some point. Like I said, I've only ever been to the airport, which was fine if quite busy. But I did quite like some of the snacks I got at the airport, like, shop. They had these little, like, crunchy chocolate things that were really good. It was like some kind of like corn pop type thing that was covered in chocolate. Absolutely delicious. Anyways, if they're American, they'll refuse to apologize and demand you apologize instead. Oh boy. Ideologies are fun, aren't they? Anyways. Who's our final Yule Lad? Who's our final Yule Lad?
Red or blue case?
Dunno, babe. You make the call. Yeah. We're having to pack up because we're traveling to see the in-laws tomorrow, who live in the Midlands. So, not super far away, but still a train journey, and we're going to be there for a few days, so yes. I've got some family coming over from Japan, which will be nice, and hopefully we'll just have a nice big dinner and exchange gifties and do all of that fun stuff. Esme says, I'd like to speak to your manager. Sorry, this is a Twitch stream. Yeah, so sorry to break it to y'all. I am the manager here. Anyways, okay, the candle stealer who steals candles from... follows children in order to steal their candles, which just feels so mean. This one feels so mean to me. Also, of all the things to eat, candles? Really? Really? That just doesn't sound delicious. Hope y'all having fun and safe time, says SB. Aw, thank you. You too. I hope whatever y'all get up to in the intervening, like, week and a half or so, is awesome. I really do. Anyways, my moderator slash best is at a baby belt. Enjoy your baby bell, sunshine. My moderator slash best is having a baby bell for a snack, which is a lovely choice. Okay, let's draw. How should I draw the candle stealer then? I don't know. I feel like he follows children around, which is super creepy. But I'm wondering if I should make him look real sort of like sneaky, and then just give him like a rucksack full of candles or something. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. So, first of all... Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Just really tiptoeing this guy is, I think. Very, very sneaky. Then he's also got this just massive rucksack that is just full of candles. Obviously, they're not lit, or he would be in trouble. But he is sneaking around to steal your candles. And very much on his little tippy toes to do so. What an absolute jerk. I gotta go, but thanks for all the content this year, says Turnip. Aw, thank you so much. Have a good holiday time and catch you in the new year. Thank you so much for hanging out, Turnip, and thank you for a wonderful year of streams and hangouts and good stuff. It has been wonderful, and I hope you have a wonderful all of the other things. If I don't see you online in the meantime, I will be on the internet. I just won't be streaming. But thank you so much, and have a lovely rest of your evening and holiday. Okay, I think this is the candle stealer. I don't know if you can really tell that these are candles. Hold up. Maybe if I'm trying to figure out how to make it look really obvious that these are candles. I'll just have one of them kind of sticking out this end. And have a little sort of... this candle's been lightly used, so like the wax is like dripping off of it. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they should have been those, like, Bath and Body Works, like, 3-wick candles in warm vanilla sugar scent, cinnamon apple spice. There we go. Here's the candle stealer. Sneaking up to steal your candles. Oh no, no candle is safe. So stupid. This is so stupid. This entire sheet of paper is stupid. I'm very aware that this is not, you know, the greatest artworks I've ever produced, but I don't know. I just wanted to do a little bit of silly folklore. So we've got the door sniffer. We've got the sheep coat clod. We've got the gully gawk. So this guy smells your doorways. This guy harasses your sheep. This guy hides in a gully and steals things from your cow shed. What a weirdo. This guy steals your sausages. He's the sausage swiper, which is the best guy, obviously. This is Stubby, who's just short and eats the fond at the bottom of your pans. This is the spoon licker who licks your spoons. What a creep. Um, this is the bowl licker who hides under your bed and then steals your bowls. This is obviously the pervert who looks in your windows when you're not looking in the night times. This is the skier gobbler who just wants to eat yogurt. This is the door slammer who I have envisioned as being like a surly teenager who doesn't want to go to bed because he's like, just one more victory royale, mom. Jeez. This is Meat Hook, obviously, who I'm surprised they haven't made a horror movie about. He uses his meat hook to steal meat, of course. This is the pot licker who steals your leftovers. And this is the candle stealer who steals your candles. It is the Yule Lads. What am I doing? These are so incredibly silly. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, the other stream, what did we sketch the other stream was the Gävle Boken from Sweden, which is that like giant goat in the one city that has it been set on fire? Was well known for quite a few years there for continuously being set on fire, which is, you know, super cool. Good job, guys. Anyways, out of curiosity, I'm just gonna check and see whether or not it's been set on fire this year. Well, I don't see anything to suggest that it has been set on fire. Is the Gävle goat still standing? Man, they really don't want to say. There is a live channel that is just dedicated to the goat, so I think it might still be up. I think it might be good. Yay! Which, huge if true. Congratulations, goat. Here's a nice representative photo, I feel like, to give you an idea of the scale of this giant goat, because it is pretty impressive. Let me just pop this up on screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Ta-da! It's a big goat. It's a big goat, but it's also like made out of straw, so it gets set on fire a lot. But yeah, I think honestly I might end it there a little bit early, just because we've drawn all of the Yule Lads. And I didn't really have anything else good planned, and I do need to go bake those cookies. So I think I'm going to call it there for today, and when we come back, I'll do some actual painting, for sure. But in the meantime, pardon me getting a little bit sappy, but thank you for all of the lovely times we've had this year. I've had a really nice time streaming. I'm a PNG tuber now, which is very exciting. It's just been fun hanging out with y'all for another year. I hope that I can make next year an even better year for the channel, even cooler streams, even funner stuff, even better like emotes and what have you, and just keep making this an even better and better place to be and hang out. I do have a Discord for anyone who is not in the Discord and does want to join. No pressure, obviously, but you can if you want to find out when I'm live, or you want to let us know when you stream, if you stream. All that jazz is all good. Yeah, we talk about other stuff in there as well, like, you know, if you baked a really cool loaf of bread and you want to share a photo with us, I love seeing that kind of thing. Or whatever. If you make art and you want to share your art, that's a great place to do it as well. But yeah, do I have anything else to say? Not really. I'm gonna have a few days off to go spend some time with family and do holiday things. But I will be online, here and there. If you want to say hi, I'll be around there and then. Let me find someone for us to raid on, shall I? Let me see if I can do a little bit of a raid. I'm sure there'll be some folks online. And, yeah. I will post a schedule as usual next week to let you know what's going on. Yeah, I've run out of things to say, so I think it's definitely a good time to end. Oh my god. My brain is broken, y'all. It really is. I just went to see if the person I was going to raid has started. And I started typing in the name of the game I saw that they were playing instead of the name of the channel. So yeah, I'm having a day. Anyways, we're gonna go raid Kirsty because Kirsty's playing some Hollow Knight, and we love Kirsty, so why not? And yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for indulging this extremely goofy little stream. Here's a generic raid message. Here's hoping that the Yule Lads don't steal all of your food and or candles or be perverts to you. If you want to grab the raid message, feel free to copy the raid message. If you have the emotes, feel free to grab the emotes as well. If you don't have the emotes, you can just say generic raid message. It's all good. Or append any cool emotes that you do have. But yeah, I will be back. Possibly. Well, I'll definitely be back in January. But at the latest, I will be back in January. Have a lovely holiday break in the meantime. If I don't see you around online, have a wonderful holiday. And yeah, hope to see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for an amazing year of doing stuff on the internet together. And you're giving us permission to use an appendage? Sure, why not, Dan? I mean, I'm not the boss of you anyways, but why not? But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out and watching and rating and being amazing. You're all breathtaking. Hope to see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Good night and good luck.